Hello and welcome back to another Simply Cup, week number 2. This time starting with 53 players, and there is a prize pool thanks to Spooks RL with $15 dues on the line. So big boy prize money up for grabs with big boy players in this insane competition. For those who don't know, 10 maps, 3 rounds, 1 minute warm up, and then we're live. So let's see a quick overview of this map. Let's watch Mr. Grenade for a second run right here. Nope, he is AFK, getting the strategies from everyone else. I like to see it. But looks like a quick little bumper map to start off, and a bit of dirt, speed, and tech. So, live. Good luck, have fun. And for those who don't know, this is a competition on every single week at 1400 CET on Saturdays. So anyway, let's watch Wochel for the first round here. Goes a bit wide as lots of people getting the drift quite quickly. So he's set back himself a few positions. So we are getting a slight bit of lag, as also he gets a nasty little no drift, but gathers a lot of extra speed, avoids the poles off the bumper. So gains a lot of positions. Who's out in front? It looks like Elcon's going to be winning. No, it is Grenade and Techie just sniping him with Marius, Clem, and Mudder in the top few positions. So, another thing from last week, we have updated the points. Hopefully, it's a bit better overall. It's based on 64 players. We have 50 currently, and it's from 120 points down. So few extra points for getting those top positions, and then it slowly goes down. Anyway, another round here. Let's go look at Mr. Clem, who did quite well in the first round there. Once again, 3 rounds on each map, so quite quickly going through it, as he is out in second place by quite a lot. Elcon ruining everyone in the competition though, so it does have to improve it. We are a bit glitchy on the server this week, which is a bit of a worry. But hopefully everything will be good, as Elcon picks up another big boy 120 pointer after a third last round. So Marius in second, also doing well in the first round. That's good for him. Justin, a new in the top 10. Clem also doing well in the 4th position, with Kip right behind. People really complaining about the polls, and let's have a drone camera this time. Actually, there's going to be people stuck at the start, so I don't think the drone camera is going to work. Yep. Unfortunate. So let's look at Mr. Stook TM here. It's a bit of a bad wobble and will lose a lot of positions. That's quite unfortunate for him. As people bumpering straight into the wall, that's not what you want to happen. But it looks like Techie's in first position this time around. And Stook gathering a lot of extra speed. So it does gain up, but it will be Techie, Jackdaw, Clem, Marius, and Yuvu. It's around the top 5. But pretty simple map to start off, other than some people bonking into the poles. But overall, decent map to start it off. Let's see what we have next. It should be auto this week, we shouldn't have to skip. Fantastic. If the server dies, hopefully not. Whoever is the highest score wins, gets the top money. Okay, we'll see, we'll see. Hopefully it's good. I don't know why it's a bit glitchy. It was fine last week. But we'll see. Alright. This is one of the maps I kind of laughed at, because I know this map from something. For those who have watched the stream a while back, we did a mapping competition. And this was one of the maps in the competition by Yuvo himself, which is in the lobby right now. So let's go spectate him to start it off with the warm-up. So, bit of a spooky underground, beautiful looking map right here. I think this was either in the semi-final or the quarterfinals at least, so it was one of the best maps overall. Bit of a longer one here with a 50-second 55 seconds, I think it is. So people really need to be on top of their game to learn it quickly here. As Yuvo, with a bit of an advantage right now, is out in front. So maybe I shouldn't have added it, but this is what happens when it is random maps. I did not have time to do any custom maps or anything this week, which I'm still deciding whether we just keep it random maps, which I think will entail like the most fun. But maybe every now and then I will mix it up with my own maps or something else. So anyway, Yuvo way out in front right here with Clem Huda the next two positions. But let's go look at someone else this time. Let's start with Mr. Infinite. A Tron looking car right now. I like it. Goes with the rest of the map. So it doesn't get the transition perfectly there, so loses quite a bit of time, unfortunately. We'll move up to maybe Lottie right here, out in 13th position. As people are falling off and grabbing the grass. Don't know it was grass there. Sorry about the leaderboard opening as well. While we don't have a console on the server, I have to open the leaderboard to change people. So we'll just go do with it for now. But looks like Thomas is out in front. Actually, Yuvo out in front. Let's maybe check him as Justin gets a little bit of extra height as well as Ixon. Will it pay off for them? They do have to go slightly wider with Yuvo on his own map. Loving life right now because he does yoink a cheeky little top position on his own map. So that's quite lucky for him. But Justin, Ixon, Thomas, Clem, Thirsty, and Marius rounding out the top 8. Rigged. Now people are going to complain it's rigged now. I like this map. This map was a plus in my opinion. But who should we look? Let's have a look at Mr. Shazza right here. In currently 25th or 28th position, not doing too badly. How many players do we have? 58 this week. Not too bad. But Shazza does get a late drift, so that will cost him a lot of time. Grenadi actually, I think, must have touched right before the drop there, and also loses a bit of extra time as Shazza giving up. I don't like that. And we move to Arturu right here. Ixon is currently beating Yuvo himself on his map. Clem also doing quite well. Arturu getting a respectable 10th at the moment. So let's see if we can continue that position. As Ixon doing quite well on this map. Elcon as well. Clem always up in the top position so far. Mudder. And then a few others. Ochel, Maris, and Jobber to round the top 8. Let's go have a look at Techie for the next round here. Not gaining that many points, unfortunately. Yuvo must have bonked one of the reactor jumps, only gaining 15 points. He did manage to finish, so at least he got the extra cheeky points. Don't want to DNF and not get any 0-pointers in this. That could cost you the entire match. But don't know what happened to spectating Techie, so let's watch him Mudder here. Does unfortunately get the airtime. That is his round over, as he is ending in 30th, but gaining a few positions with the slightly more speed. Now it looks like Grenade, after a small crash in the other round, is starting to get into the groove. Mudder getting some nice drifts in the middle section, gaining all the positions of people bonking into the side. But that being said, also bonks himself. So let's go up to the very top with Elcon and Grenade battling it out. 1-2. Who will it be? Clem still right behind it. Clem doing very well. And Jackdaw. Will it be enough for Elcon here? Gains a little bit of extra speed. Going for the speed slides. Grenade isn't going for it. Will it be enough? Oh my! It is Mr. Elcon coming in second there with Grenade. Getting quite lucky, I think, to not getting past with a 100th of a second. Jackdaw, Techie, Clem, Uvo, Jozo, and Maris to round out top 8 there. And we'll move on to map number 3. How many qualify? It's just max points after the 10 maps. Bit of a slow loading server today, but let's move on to map number 3 with a cheeky little full speed map, as far as I know. So Mudder, known as one of the best full speed players in the world, let's see if he can prove it on this one. But we have a very wonky start. Not sure if it's a press forward or something. Well, let's find out. DC opting for a side jump. That will not be the right position. Trying again once again, as we do get some beautiful psychedelic colors. That's fantastic. That map definitely needed that. But DC right now is learning the map. Does have some ring respawn, so hopefully people don't crash off of that, as it seems to be quite a tight looking map here. I think this will cause a few DNFs, so a bit of a harder map for map number 3. Let's move up to Grenade here. Doing quite well in the warm-up, as well as Kip, Thomas, Stook, and Orchao. Seems to widen out a little bit towards the end of the map here, which is nice to see. And we do see the finish line, so a few people getting the warm-up quite well. Let's hope that most people can finish here. What an interesting wall ride to start it off, however. As Justin is not happy. But talking about Mudder from earlier, let's see if he does get it well. He does unfortunately hit the top of the roof, and that will cost him into 40th position. But let's see how much he can catch up. With the red boosters, lots of people clipping on this really tight wall ride right through the middle. And then a quick left-hander. This is a very, very tight map.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Thanks for the follow, I do appreciate it. And Mudder already now moving to top 10. As I saw someone going for a shortcut, I like it. No one using their big brains, but that one person going for the risk. Does it pay off? I don't know who it was. I think it might have been Techie, which is looking like he's moving up to 5th here. Grenade with the really nice start there. What the hell is happening to my game, though? Okay, that was a bit weird. Let's ignore that. But yeah, Grenade with the really good warm-up has managed to get the first position in the live round, which is good points for him. Elcon's still doing well. Jozo happy with his 3rd position. Maris, Thomas, Techie, Jackdaw, and Mudder. Alright, let's go look at Jackdaw doing quite well. Gets a bit of a wonky first jump and does a restart, which is not good. So let's move to Thomas now, as we still see a few people clipping. Mudder in 2nd position, Elcon still out in front. Grenadier, Jozo, Mudder having a nice little battle for that 2nd position. Let's see if anyone goes for a shortcut here. No one opting for it. Oh, there we go! Who was it? I don't think I saw the name. But does get the awkward landing, which I was worried about. And will have to respawn. As we still spectate top positions here. Grenade going for the back-to-back. And it will be a close round between Elcon and Grenade again. Holy shit, even closer this time. And Elcon, the one in the top position. Man, oh man. Some crazy battles from Elcon and Grenade so far. And we have an absolute banger map. Everyone is really enjoying this one. Alright, one more round. Let's see who will bop it. Let's go look at World Chow again. Looking like he's in a good position to start it off. A bit laggy though. Grenade getting a really quick first few sections though. Mudder, I think, got a nice speed slide, so will that gain him any extra speed? Doesn't look like it. Grenade really pushing up a world record here, possibly. Anyone going for the cut this time? Let's find out. No. We're going for the looping as someone does clip right in front of our faces. And that will have to be a respawn for him. He getting a top 10 if he gets a beautiful little corner, which he does. Not too bad. And it will be Grenade once again out in the top. That's really good for him. Thomas, still doing well. Marius, Elcon, Wochal, Sailor, a new person, and Alec also new in the top 10 with Techie right behind. So, I was very worried that most people would DNF this one, but seems like only a few unfortunate people didn't get it, including the full speed player himself, Mudder. Not being able to finish, but very interesting map to mix it up there. As we do get quick loading time this time, which is nice to see. Which looks also as a full speed map. I think there was a few full speed maps collected in the random pickings today. But let's have a look at the overview of points right now, with Elcon sitting 6 points ahead of Marius. So very tight at the top. Take your picks at who it's going to be by the end. Clem, Grenade, Wochal, Techie, Uvo, still up there. Jozo, Thomas, and Mudder falling a little bit behind in the 600s, but I think still has a bit of time to make it, as our camera is reverse, but does stable out right now. So, Mad not getting the correct line there, so we'll have to respawn. Looks like a bit of a shorter map though, so let's see if people can work this one out, as Thomas completely misses the weird looping with a left-right into it. So, getting some absolute banger full speed maps here today, which is what we love to see. But seems like a pretty easy ending. No shortcut at that loop, which I was kind of hoping. And a smooth straight to finish it off. Okay, not bad. Also, Scratz, thanks for the host, man. How are you going? Oh, there's a forced cam 1 from Uvo. Being said from Uvo, which is not good. But can't do much about it. This is what happens when we do get the random maps. But let's look at Alex, who did well in the last map. But does clip, unfortunately, and will have to full respawn to get that extra bit of speed. So let's go have a look at Techie now, with Mudder, the full speed player, out in front. Goes really wide though. Kicks out a drift and does not make it. But someone falling off completely, and that's not good. I don't know if that was Elcon. I feel like that might have been Elcon, which will not be good for him. And it will be Lauren doing really well that time with Techie, Mudder, I think Clem, and then Grenade. The leaderboard having a bit of a attack right now, but where was Elcon? 44 points. I think it might have been him who fell out at the loop, at the wall ride, so that's not good for him. Jozo also not doing that well with Uvo, so we'll have to improve on that. So, good points for Marius, but still plenty of time remaining. Here we go for the second round. Let's go look at Grenade in a top 4 position. Needs a few more top runs right now, and it could be him sitting at the top of the leaderboard. Elcon going for a very hollow line. Does work out for him. And more bangers from Spooks.
Next
Holy shit.
Price has been given.
Spooks sponsoring the stream by the looks of it, and sponsoring the comp, as someone once again bonks into that ring CP. That is not good for him. But Grenade actually getting a bit of a slower round here in a 15th position with Modder, Elcon, Thomas, and Heave and Sealor to round up top 5. So Modder getting a lot of points this map, which is good for him. Can he move all the way up to the top? We'll have to find out. My PC crashed, sorry Spider. I can't really do much about it, unfortunately. I wish they would improve server stability, but unfortunately Nadeo don't care. As we do actually have a tie for the top position now. Elcon and Marius. That is quite a nice battle going on out at the top. So let's look at Jozo right now. Out in first position before the drift. Gets a bit of a wider loop and goes wider for this turn. So let's see if that gains him a little bit of extra speed. Looks like it does actually, as long as he doesn't clip the end. And as I say that, he does, so that is not good. But back at the front, Mudder picking up a back-to-back win with Laurent doing quite well once again. Elcon also still doing well. And Clem, nowhere to be seen, 30 points. And Techie out in the top 8 still. Thanks for the sub, mate. How are you?
Hello, Knickerbocker.
As we will move on to map number 4 now. Wait, map number 4? 5. I lose count. Who cares about the numbers? Except what's on the leaderboard. Which we will have another look right now. And this time with a sausage map. I was very excited for this map. I think this could be a make or break for everyone. Let's see how this will go. So it is Elcon only a few points ahead still. Man, this is the battle of the century. They cannot be separated with 100 point difference for second to third. So Techie is up to third now, but does need a few very top winning positions to maybe push into the top 2. But let's have a look at Elcon himself for the warm-up. Does manage to get the first jump. Can they get the second jump? No! Looks like it is going to be a very technical map here. Who can get the right drifts? Who can get the right jumps? Hopefully the respawns are okay, at least. Elcon stopping the drift there. That will definitely gain him a lot of positions, I think. People might struggle to get the drift out of it, or cancel the drift out. As we do get a pretty simple finish, so I think this is a pretty safe sausage map. Which at first I thought may have been a bit of a scary one. So let's have a look at Hurdur right here. I have no idea how to say his name, so I'm going to continue to say Hurdur. And let's see if he can, how good he is on the sausage. Gets the bounce, and then doesn't get the second bounce. And also respawns. These boys are cheating right now. Cheating! No respawning! We have illegal respawning right here. This is what happens with Nadeo not fixing their fucking game, and people can cheat in this competition, but it doesn't matter because people are catching up right now. Does Latrick, with his cheating start, get a first position? No, he doesn't. It doesn't even count. Okay, that's good. That is very good. What a turn of events. Man, this cup has everything right now. So, you really don't want to be respawning before this first checkpoint because you do get teleported here. And then completely missing the first one, which I thought for some reason that was the first checkpoint over in the corner. So luckily for them, it wasn't. As Elcon Grenade doing very well, still in this very difficult map. Marius must have made a small mistake, dropping down some positions, but looks like he's doing the Safe Meister strats to make sure he can not fall off. as Techie is the one out in front. Jackdaw missing the drift cancel, which I was talking about earlier. As someone, once again, going respawning. So, that is an unfortunate case that I can't change until Nadeo actually fix their game. With Techie way out in front, nearly 2 seconds. That's a master of a time right there. And Peppy, a new player up in the top positions. With Heave, Nerm, Jackdaw, Silas, and Elcon rounding off the top 8. I'm stuck. This map is doing wonders for everyone. As Elcon still out in front. Techie still 100 points behind, even though he got that first position. So let's see if he can get another top position right now. It's a decent jump. If he can get the ice turn perfectly, could help him gain a bit of speed. And he does. With Thomas going the inside line, does catch him. Techie have to slightly... Oh my, Grenade with a big crash there. I was about to say Techie with the slightly safe line, but it didn't matter because look at him in second place. But talk of the minute is Grenade dropping all the way back to 20th. That is not good for him. And it will be Elcon once again with 120 points. Grenade not happy about that one. So Clem, Mudder, Thomas, and Wochel still doing well. Wochel said he had 2 DNFs, so that's quite unfortunate for him. So a very big shake-up for that map with the small bug that I have no control over. So go complain to me if you want, but it's Nadeo still not fixing their game. But here we have, I think it's map number 6, with a bit of a compact tech map. So we could see the likes of Elcon and Grenade doing quite well here, even Techie. Pretty much anyone in these top positions. But let's have a look at another fellow Australian for the warm-up here, if he is loaded in. He has. That's good. 2C. Bit laggy, however, so maybe we can't. Nope, just the start. That's good. So, small jump, which you have to make sure you get at the start. Winky getting a no drift. Opts to respawn. Trying it once again. Getting the no drift for a 3rd time. And a 4th time. And a 5th time. Will we get to see the rest of the map? And a 6th time. And makes it! There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cuts are allowed. Allowed. Everything. Allowed. As Winky really struggling on this one. But it is a short map, so should be able to make it. It looks like people were struggling at the speed check, so let's see how many catastrophes that is going to get this time. Let's have a look at Snacksville. Gets the first jump, as a few people do fail. That's not good for them. Snacks opting for a no slide. Drops a few positions, but goes wide. Should have enough speed for this jump now. And he does, although with a small bonk. Let's quickly look at the top positions with Techie in 3rd position, Elcon, Marius, Thomas, Clem, Ochal, and Mudder. Pretty similar top position, other than Grenade, which is stuck at a dead respawn. He's not going to like this one. Could be molding right now. Does bonk. Get a lucky bonk, but will he have enough time to finish now? With No Hat Coda also on Struggle Street. Actually, Grenade was the one who said he wanted to go for the cut, so let's see if he's trying that once again. He did not cut, though, in the chat. So, does opt for the normal round this time, as he is in the very first position. That is good for him after a bad start on this map. Elcon right behind him. Mudder, Techie, and Nerm. Let's see if it changes. It is. Elcon right behind him with Techie, Mona, Justin, Nerves, Marius, and Lorenz. So, lots of people struggling with this middle jump, which is not good to see. But that is the nature of getting random maps. Will it be good? Will it be bad? That's what you have to tune in for. But Elcon now really pushing ahead of Marius. Marius going for these safe strats, I think. And losing a few positions on Elcon, which is known to risk a bit. Is anyone going for a shortcut here? No one opting for a shortcut. As we do have the drone camera out. Who is out in front? It's Grenade once again. Let's see if he can get a back-to-back top position. Justin falling off the map. That's not good for him. Someone going reverse all the way around. That is also not good for him. But Grenade picking up another 120 point. With Jackdaw now getting a second position. Techie, Marius, Clem doing also quite well. Everyone is not happy about the maps this week. That's what we love to see. That means I get to laugh at everyone else. It's beautiful. Elcon did surprisingly get an 8th there, but does have plenty of points ahead of him. As we move on to map number 7 or 8 now. With a bit of a... looks like a tech mixed map. With only ring checkpoints, so watch out for that. Because people may fall off with the dead respawn. Wow, Mudder quitting halfway. He's dead to me. That is not like what we like to see from my Australian brethren. But let's have a look at Snacksville for the first warm-up here. It's a bit of a wiggle strat. Wonder if that is a viable one. Hopefully that ring CP is behind the jump in case you don't make it. If it's right in the jump, people are going to continue to complain about these maps. It's going to be fantastic. But Justin and Clem having a good warm-up there. As well as Snacks, actually. Oh, do we have a server crash? No, we don't. That's good. So let's have a look at maybe Lorenz for this round. See if he is a tech meister. Who's slightly wide, will pick up a lot of extra speed. Don't know if you want the extra speed though, because you probably want to get no airtime there. Make sure you have the speed for that second jump. I wonder if there's a cheeky shortcut here. I only see 2. Oh no, there's the third on the before the sausage. So probably no shortcuts. But Lorenz doing quite well so far. Does get the airtime. Will he make it still? Definitely does. With Clem gone full sending right now, way out in front. It is good for him. And it will be a few people bonking into the sides. So people doing quite well this round are Clem and Justin, who did well in the warm-up. Techie right behind him, still picking up some decent points for gaining on the top of the leaders. As Elcon only gets 42, so Marius will move a bit closer. A Winky Face actually getting a top 7 there, that's good. That's what I'd like to see. And let's go look at Techie actually himself for round number 2. It's a bit wide. I really want to risk the start to be in that top pack straight away. See if he goes the no airtime. He gets a little bit of airtime, but gets the downhill really well. Does, however, bonk into the start. Or into the wall, that's not what you want. Elcon getting a bit of a left-right. Will gain a bit of time, with as well as a really tight ending. But has so much speed, gets airtime. Still manages to get ahead of Kip, however, with 100 points. Marius, though, really wanting that top position, and does yoink some extra points off of Elcon once again. So, really need to look out for that battle at the top these final few rounds, because it is still closer than ever. let's have a look at Thomas this round. See if he can do quite decent. That's a late drift and gains a little bit of extra speed, but goes for the very heavy airtime. Does manage to pull off the sausage section, gets some nice airtime to start a drift, but gets an unlucky no slide. That's really not good for him. Elcon getting the no airtime to end it off, and also getting another 5th with Marius in 3rd. So Marius this round getting slightly ahead of Elcon, with Clem doing really well on this map in 1st. Big people not liking this map yet again, probably stuck at the respawns, as I did warn them early. That was the ring CPs. And we have our wildcard ice map closing in on the finish here with some cheeky little boosters as well. This has got to be fantastic. This is what we live for in this competition right now. So, can Marius and Elcon pull off the right drifts, because they will need it right here. Everyone hating me right now. But I'm not the one who picked, I just picked random and this is what came up, so don't blame me. As someone does rage quit, probably Mudder right there. Everyone else still enjoying it. Please don't F1 that. I'm going to be quite mad if that does happen, as it looks like we have a reactor ice map here, so changing it up a little bit from your average drifts. So do you have a few calculated snow sections to slow you down before the corners? That will help a lot of people. So let's see if people can find the correct safe lines off of the ice sections. As Marius pulling a lot of extra speed. Wonder if that's a bog slide there. As Marius getting his inner DK, doing quite well to catch up to the pack right now. Does bonk the ring checkpoint, so that's a harsh respawn for him. Does manage to pull back, and it is about a 40 to 50 second track. Let's see who will top it. Let's actually stay on Marius right here, as he is the top player. And let's see if he can pull it off for this one. Goes for the left side very quickly. All the yellow booster wheels is very cool to see right now. Elcon and Marius, neck and neck. This is what we love to see. People going the left line don't realize that you can get the ice grip on the right and do pull back a bit. Elcon, however, really good jump in the middle section there and is way out in front now. But once again, Elcon, Marius, top 2 positions, showing them why they are the top leaders right now. Techie and Yuvo, though. Yuvo, the man, the myth, a legend, out in 3rd. Goes very wide, though. As long as he doesn't bonk, will be a good position for him. As Techie gets a nice ending and will finish in 2nd. Marius in a respectable 3rd. Lots of people bonking into these CPs I talked about earlier. And it will be losing a lot of time for them. As Artuvo gets a top 5, I think, if the leaderboard could stop going spastic. But look, in the top 10 positions, looks like only Rossi failed to get a decent run there. So maybe Yuvo and Justin moving up and catching them right there. But speaking of that, let's go over and have a look at Rossi this time. A few people bonking into even the first booster there. Techie going for the inside line, Roddy going for the outside line, which will be quicker. Looks like definitely the right side. Winky Face, the only one going left side in, is way out in the front. Can I find him real quick? He is way out in front. My Australian brother says he's bad at the game, but look at him in the top positions right now. Is struggling a little bit to get the drifts. Does go a bit wide, but is controlling pretty nicely. But does really need to stop the rotation, has dropped down a little bit. As it looks like Techie will be the leader this time. Let's see who is right beside him. Grenade not being able to snipe him. Very close around there. Elcon doing well. Maris once again in top 5 with Swen to round off. So, actually, really decent mix-up of a map here. I think this is a good choice for this comp. Not just your full-on ice. Got to use the reactor drifts quite well. So, once again, Maris and Elcon nearly neck and neck, only 20 points between them. But let's have a look at Clem this time. Quite a big gap between 3rd and 4th for him. So I'm not sure if he can battle back right now, but still very respectable. Goes for the left side, however, and will be very slow. With Jozo and Grenade really working it out that left ring is the one you wanted to go. Was the very risky strat, and will be way out in the top positions right now. As we are getting a nice shower on the sound effects. That is beautiful. But Marius is in 1st position here. Will he be able to get the right drift to end it off? Heave, though, knocking on his door, but it will not be enough, and Elcon does snipe the 1st position, and that will put them... Oh my, this is just closer than I ever thought it would be. This is a beautiful battle. As Gib here, struggling to get a bit of a drift on the final section, will be able to finish though. And I think that was the last round with 1 map to go, I think. If it's my map, we will skip. I did put my map in there just in case something went wrong. Okay, it isn't. Fantastic. And we have a bit of a transitional one again, so could be a make or break off the respawns. Although, we do have full respawns in decent positions, so... If anyone complains, I think they are a bit cooked. But, as long as they're enjoying themselves, that's the main thing. So, take your bets. Who is it going to be? Marius, Elcon. Even Techie still has a little bit of a chance if Elcon and Marius have a really bad round each. With only 100 points behind, so anything is possible. Speaking of Techie, let's look at him for the warm-up. Goes for the left side, and that will be correct. Lots of people failing, so... Techie must know this map. Right now. It's a nice drift. It's for quite a high jump. It is only warm-up. Custom wood blocks to a downhill jump. Not smooth. That is what we love to see. With a very tight drift to end it off and a ring CP finish. So let's look at Elcon now. Will he make it smooth? He does. So you want to go wider on that 3rd last corner, I think it is. And will finish nicely. I wonder if people are going to risk hard and bonk themselves into the final sign there as someone does that. I think it was Justin. That is beautiful timing. And we will have our 1st round possibly on the last map. I'm pretty sure it is. So this will be the decider as far as I know. Let's look at Clem. He has been doing very well. Unfortunately, is out of the top race, but very, very respectable rounds. Techie now, though, really pushing the top. Does get a bit of a bonk, though. Oh no, that's Heave, and will lose his top position as Techie is having a battle at the front with the one and only Elcon, I think. It is Grenade, but he dropped a little bit behind, and also a bonk. Holy shit, that notification is loud. And it will be Techie, Marius, Elcon, Thomas to round off the top 5. That is not good for Elcon. No, I've just completely missed Elcon. And they are still neck and neck. Thank you for the host, Riolu. How are you, mate? So, it is still anyone's game. Techie pushing that top position. But Marius and Elcon still gaining the top 3. So, Techie's going to have a miracle right now for him to get that win. And let's continue watching the battle at the top because this is absolutely insane. 10 maps already through and still fighting such a close battle. As Elcon, however, does get a bit of a wonky jump. That will not be good for him. And goes for the
pretty good.
late line, but gets a really low jump, which is good. Techie once again out in front. Marius, where is Marius? Not too far behind, but is it going to lose him too many points? Gets a nice drift, however, if he can get this finished really quickly, which he does. Risky strats, and it will gain him into the top 5 there. That is really good for him. But Elcon now 4 points ahead. Techie still driving insane. But it is Marius dropping to second. Man, this battle, I cannot believe it. It's just crazy right now. So let's just continue. I'm sorry to not give you an overview of some of the lower players right now, but I am just absolutely gobsmacked that this is still the battle of the century. And we will have the overview on Marius, who is in second by 4 points. If he gets the win, it is all done. If my calculations of map number 10 is correct, which I hope it is, because this is such a nice fight. Techie still getting this map really well. Elcon, I also see out in the top positions. And it will be Grenade having a bit of a crash there. That's not good. Techie as well, also crashing. So Marius really pushing a good position here. Elcon on the door though. Marius, Elcon, what is this battle? And it will be Elcon with a bit of extra speed. Will he overtake? Oh my god. And it is Elcon taking it for the final time. Oh my god. What the hell is this battle? And it will be Techie crashing and is out of the race. So if my calculation is correct, that is the final round and Elcon is the winner by 10 points, I think. Holy shit. What a fucking battle. Some of these rounds went to the 1000th. It is the final map. There you go. GG. What a fucking battle. That was absolutely bonkers. That is insane. I was not expecting 10 points to round it off at the end there. Very respectable to Techie, Clem, Grenade, Thomas, Heave, Wochart, Roddy, and Nuvo to round the top 10. Even Sailor really close there. Infinite, thanks for the subs. We'll mute just while I do the outro real quick. I'm very sorry, but thank you for the subs. But my god. What a battle to end it off with. Elcon, the final winner right there, by 10 points. Oh, I cannot even speak, man. That was such a crazy battle. That is absolutely insane for just the second week of this. And Marius and Elcon doing so well. And there we have it. I hope you did enjoy that one. Spooks with the donation of $15 redo, so that will be sent to Elcon. Unfortunate for Marius. Not quite enough today. But, man, so respectable for each of those battles. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. What a round. Hope you did enjoy. And it's a GG for me. And until next time, bye-bye. Man.